Welcome to another episode from Pro Engineering, and this is part 4 of my, we'll call it inexpensive RC car lighting kits. This one came in today, and I had ordered this not too long ago, so you can see that this is actually a bit unique to the others that I have seen in the past. It's made by a company, Alright, I don't know who makes it, but it's called RC Car Flashing Light. Let's open this up and see how this works. Currently, I know nothing about this, so you know about as much as I do. I'm hoping at least that the instructions are better than the others. Actually, the lighting doesn't look too bad at all. So it's that same chart that we saw earlier. And what I was kind of happy about, let's see here. You see this? J6. It's on dim, 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 bright under braking, dim, dim, dim. That's what I was super excited about. Let's see about one that's on moving backwards. Okay, this is good. This looks like J5 is reverse. We saw with that last one, I think it was I thought it was part 2, where this chart was completely inaccurate with respect to what we actually had. So I'm really hoping that this layout's going to be much better. But honestly, I'm already seeing some similarities here. What the heck is that? What is that? Maybe this one turns on the bulk of the lighting. This is new. Oh, there's a bunch of dip switches in here. Never mind. I thought this one looked the same as the one from Common Sense RC, but this one actually does look quite a bit different. Okay, well, I'm going to plug in these splitters here. I might as well do them with you watching. So I'm just going to take channel 1 right there. And we'll take channel 1 over here, plug you straight into channel 1, and same with channel 2. Okay, that's in. Channel 2 will go where channel 2 goes here. Okay, I'll plug in the speed control. Make sure that you do have the polarity correct in the event that your plug doesn't have the notch like the Futaba style does. And lastly, I don't even need the servo. I don't need that. All right, there we are. Let's start plugging stuff in, I guess. I've got the unit plugged in, and off the bat, I'm already happy to see that we actually have the ports labeled. So let's start over here. Okay, I'm judging by how this one is laid out. How's that? Oh, that's weird. Okay, so notice how this is laid out. J1 through J4, J5 through J8, but if you have it in that orientation, it's actually backwards. You see what I'm saying? That right there is J1, but here it is number 8. So, oh dear, already concerned. Let's just assume J1 is correct. J1 appears to be our turn signal, our right turn signal. So let's get an amber. Let's see how the lights are set up. All right, I like this. This is one of those sets where the one wire controls one side of the car. Let's plug in this one, which we're assuming again to be J1, despite the fact the port says 8. And the heck, is my trim that off? Whoa, it is that off. All right, so let's turn. What is that supposed to be? That is right, and I am turning right. Okay, well that's a plus. So we're going to ignore all the numbers here and just follow the book. All right, that's 1. J2 appears to be. Oh God, again with this. Again, it's that stupid on when you're going forward nonsense. So here's white. Now I've got something up my sleeve. I'm hoping that there's something that will, yeah, God, there we go, floor it, and they're on. And you've got to, wow, you've got to actually push the throttle back. Let me show you. Yeesh, that's, I would say that is 40% throttle before they come on. So of no use to me. We'll take, we'll just flip those over there. Why are they, oh, they're flickering probably because of interference. J3 is front lower. Are these white? These are white. J3 is front lower. And already, God, are they dim? So J, again with this, all right, so they're dim until you move forward. Oh, God, so stupid. All right, I'm already getting irritated. J4 looks, right, oh, J4 is a turn signal. I think we're going to be okay on that. So here's my other set of ambers. Push that in. Turning left there. Okay, those work nicely. So far, everything here corresponds nicely. J5. Okay, so J5 is probably our reverse light. So these come with little 3mm LEDs for the reverse. I'm assuming. I'm sure you can use them wherever you want. And 5 is going to be right here. So this should mean that if we go forward, nothing will happen. Neutral, nothing happens. Reverse. Get nothing. Let's max out my trim. Oh, okay. So my trim's just a little off. Yeah, okay, it is the trim. Reverse lights. And 6 are going to be, theoretically, our driving and brake lights. So these should come right on. Oh, there they are. Look. Awesome. So we have our driving lights. Let's go forward. Nothing happens. Neutral. Nothing happens. So forward, brake. Yes. You see how this works? I'm going to try and show you how this works. This is one of those setups where you go forward, neutral, reverse. If I go forward, hit the brakes, the brake lights come on. Go back to neutral, reverse. Ignore the flashing. It's just some interference down here. I'm in my my downstairs, and it's primarily these metal desks that I have. I think it's causing some issues with the 27 band radio, or 75 band, I should say. Okay, excellent. But we have two more columns over here. We have J7 and J8. So here's what I was very happy about. Here it shows J7. If you flip the dip switch to on, it's on constantly. Same with J8. This means my idiotic forward lights that flicker at me. Here's one and here's two. So these are, again, both going to be one on low, one off at neutral, and both bright under acceleration. Now first things first, I wonder what the heck all these, because here it's showing that there's these dip switches that control these different columns here. That's what these switches are here in the middle. The thing is, there's 4 dip switches, so I don't know which one does what. Let me do a little reading here and see if I can't figure that out. After some fiddling around and reading the instruction manual, which, just so you know, is not necessarily written in someone having English as a first language. We can see here, steering light, which is going to be the turn signal. When the left turn, the controller left turn lights flashing yellow. I mean, you get the idea of what they're talking about. I've read infinitely worse. So this will give you a good idea of what they're talking about. So basically, for number 1, it's saying that the number 1 dip switch right here, this first one here, if you flip this, right will be left and left will be right. So in the event you can't, for some reason, flip the steering control on your radio, you can do it here. Secondly, dip switch 2. Once again, it'll tell you right here what's going to happen here. This is, just to kind of summarize, If you flip number 2, accelerating on your radio will turn on the brake lights, and reversing will turn on the headlights. So again, it's just flipping the polarity. Now, 3 and 4 are the ones I'm interested in. Those are going to correspond to J7 and J8. As you know, I can't stand these 2 wires here. I want these headlights on all the time, and I have a feeling that if I plug these in here and get the dip switch setting in properly, that it's going to work. At least that's what it's referring to in the manual here. Now, I'm already irritated because I've plugged them both in. J7 is showing us that it should be off, and it is. Here's J7, it's off. J8 shows us that it should be dim. Okay, oh no, that is working right. Let's see what happens if I move forward. This should turn on. Okay, if I go backward, this will, okay, so that'll turn on. So forward, reverse, and brake. Oh, so this will actually be bright for brake and reverse. Okay, otherwise it'll just be dim. So in theory, according, again, I'm reading this right here, if I flip the dip switches 3 and 4 to on, they should be on constantly. And that is what I'm hoping. So let's try and do that so you can see everything. Use a small screwdriver. Gentle. Yes. Oh, hell yes. Are you serious? Is this the first functional one we have? Let's see. I'm going to kill the lights. Now we have, I'm going to try and accelerate. Yes, they're just on bright. These are brighter than, oh man, these are bright. Okay. Awesome. So we have 4 forward-facing lights on bright all the time. Fantastic. Let's try to show them all. Now I'm going to floor it here. Slam on the brakes, and we should get brake lights. And we do. Go back to neutral, hit reverse, and we have reverse lights. Let's turn left. And turn right. Left, right. Holy freaking cow. There it is. There is one last thing we need to talk about, and that's this. Here it shows our switch, and number 6 is going to show, tell us what's happening. Number 1, I don't know why they did. This is kind of not the easiest thing to see past. I've read this, and I don't know what it's talking about. So it seems that it's going to put it into a different mode, probably a mode I'm not going to enjoy. Let's give it a shot. I'm going to push the button here. Huh. Oh, you know what? I'm going to unplug these 2. Maybe these 2 are the ones that do this mode. Let's try that there. Okay. Let's push the button again. Maybe you have to push it. Oh, wait. Oh, you have to push and hold. Interesting. Some kind of demonstration mode. Press and hold again. Press and hold again. Oh, cool. Yeah, I see what it's just a demo or whatever. Ooh, that was cool. Look at that. You see that? Do it again. Wow. And that's just full on. And this is back to normal. Let's see if it does that with the other one. Okay, both in. No, it looks like... Okay, so it looks like in this mode here, the headlights are pretty much ignored. Well, folks, it's been a long one trying out all these different light units. My previous favorite was this one here by again, it says Common Sense RC here. They're not all labeled. This is my previous one that I actually liked, and it wasn't very good, but it did something. At least I just hit the wire in the headlights. as we've just seen here, this is the unit that does everything that I want it to do. And it's by seriously, there's nothing here. Well, that's too bad. The best one I've found, and once again, it has no information on who's actually got it. If you've got an application for a light unit like this one here, I want to say was around $15, and to me, it's by far the cheapest of the bunch. Again, you've seen it here. I am going to use the last couple that I have of this one and the other two, but I'll never buy these again. I'm going to go on eBay right now before all of you get on eBay, and I'm going to buy up about 10 of these because these are awesome. They're exactly what I want, and the beauty is all I have to do is just wire in side markers if I want side markers. That's that's even less than half the work. I hope you enjoyed this video. To me, it's the best. I'm glad we kind of ended on this one here. I will tell you this, that I did find another one yesterday on eBay for like $8. I went ahead and ordered it. We'll see how that one is. In the meantime, if you are interested in one of these light units, this is by far the best bang for your buck. So buy one of these. All I can say is, you know, it looks like this. Obviously, you're not going to be able to search for a name. I apologize about that. I wish I could tell you. Just type in, I guess, RC scale lighting, and this is the one you want to get. Please subscribe. I've got a lot more of these videos coming on down the line. Add me on Facebook as well as Instagram, and Pro Engineering on both. And before you go, please check out the band Blue Pinto. They're the ones that provide the songs for the videos that I make. Their website is also visible at the end of this video. Thank you so much, and we will see you next time.